to stand or adopt the existing protocol for want of saving time. I will just start by conveying the apologies of the acting chair, INEC. She had decided to come here herself, but unfortunately, we lost one of our staff, the admin sec Kano, and was laid to rest yesterday. So she's now organizing to ensure that the commission does the needful. At the end of every election, what we do in INEC is organize debriefings, organize reviews to examine the exercise. We did the same during the 2023 general election. And the review report, the report of the whole exercise, the election, are there on our website. Out of the review exercise, one of the things that is very relevant and germane to today's exercise are the observations and recommendations that came out of that review. We already have our representatives on the committee that is looking at the electoral reform. During that exercise, we had 75 consolidated observations that were made. There's no need for me to go through this here. Like I said, they are already on our website. Along with that, we also came up with 142 recommendations by way of trying to improve our electoral process. All these are there in the report. But for the purpose of today's exercise, let me just mention a few of them. For example, one of the things we think needs to be looked at is the review of Section 47(1) of the Electoral Act 2022 to modify the mandatory requirement for the use of PVCs to vote and the introduction of electronically downloadable voters card. With the viewers, we think these cards are no longer necessary. And because of some other reforms that we want to allow more people to vote, which this particular section prevent from voting, we have given this recommendation, and I'm sure we will discuss and see what happens. Also is the review of the electoral legal framework to introduce early and special voting to cater for eligible voters on essential service, including election. I think what obtains now, I can't vote, I don't vote. The security man that is involved can't vote. And it's just because of that, the regulations that we have, because you have to vote at the polling unit where you are registered. It's not necessary that you will be deployed on election day for that particular polling unit. So it has been a challenge, we don't vote. But in a way, we are disenfranchising ourselves and all other staff that are doing. So that's why we are looking legal reforms to ensure that these things are handled. We also are talking about review of the electoral legal framework to permit diaspora and other out-of-country voting. this obtains in many countries. Why not Nigeria? So these are the things that I think that we will be looking at during this public review. At this point, Mr. Chairman, permit me to thank the leadership of the National Assembly for coming up with this, and thank everybody that is here to see that you all contribute to making our democratic process improved. Thank you, and God bless.